Hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday night at Raincross Farms Makery. And my name is Robin. Behind the camera and computer is my husband, Bill. You'll hear him from time to time. Anyway, we have a fun evening planned. We are going to play with our brand new glow-in-the-dark paste. We got a fun little project. Get you ready for Halloween. Although the sky's the limit on this glow in the dark stuff. So hop on, say hello. Let me pull up the live on my phone so I can see it. Maybe. There it is.
It is Friday evening.
Hi, Leanna. Friday night. Work week is done. Hopefully your work week is done. You're looking forward to a nice, relaxing weekend. So, if you're watching and you are live, there will be a red box up here that says live. If that box isn't there, you're watching the replay. It's all good. Just comment hashtag replay for us so we know when you were watching, and we will give you a little shout out anyway. So, thanks so much for joining us. And hey, Cindy, you made it. Yay! Okay, so hopefully you know the drill. If you're watching this, and you haven't already, we'd appreciate it if you would like or love our page, follow our page, sprinkle it out to friends, family, crafty buddies, craft groups you belong to. All of that helps us out, helps us get out there in the Facebook world. And we do have our stars activated. We thank you so much for all of your support. So let's see. Oh, I was going to say, hi guys, it's you. It's Bill. Bill says hi.
It's me.
Bill says hello.
I'm that nice guy.
I'm seeing some hearts already. Okay, so Leanna and Cindy, did you order glow in the dark paste? Have you used it yet? Okay, quick reminder. If you are not a member of my monthly club, Club Couture, don't miss out, because this month, while supplies last, I have a special gift to anyone who joins in the month of August. What it is, it's a monthly DIY subscription kit, comes to your home every month. And for the month of August, this is our gorgeous exclusive transfer, Home Sweet Home. We used just the little house on the top of this little gifty box. And not just the transfer, you also get 3 coordinating colors of paste. This month you get Shimmer Moonlight, Ocean Mist, and Shimmer Rose Gold. So if you are at all interested or curious about Club, comment Club and you'll get a link. And if you have any other questions, let me know. Okay, Leanna, yes, I ordered it. I got it today. Haven't had a chance to use it. Okay, good. Hey, Ken is watching. So I will test it out for you, because I haven't opened mine up yet either. I've just been reading comments on Facebook from people who have used it. So I'll kind of do the experimenting about how much to use. Anyway, we are going to do a project on some pumpkin cutouts. So here's our pack of pumpkin cutouts. You get 3 wooden cutouts, and you get a tall gourd-like pumpkin. They're wide enough to stand up. You get a little baby pumpkin, and you get a little medium-sized pumpkin. Okay? And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to make them look like jack-o'-lanterns. It's going to be pretty simple. We're going to focus on the glow-in-the-dark. Hey, Cheryl, welcome. We're glad. Hopefully you've been missing for good reasons. So we are just going to make up some little jack-o'-lanterns. So we're just going to paint them up orange, and we're going to put some little faces on them, and we're going to get some glow-in-the-dark on there. But I do want to show you some of the other patterns that are made to go with these cutouts. Let me show you last year's, which they brought back. And I've already used it, so it's all kind of cut up. Let me open it up. But these are the patterns that are designed to go on these cutouts. So there's 2 small ones, So one of them is kind of like a cable knit sweater. This is for the small pumpkin. Or you could turn it around and you have a little spider web. For ooh, that would look cool in glow in the dark too. Anyway, maybe we'll do that on the back. But so you could do one on each side. So again, this is last year's pumpkin cutouts transfer. The middle-sized pumpkin, there's one that's got all kinds of autumny words and pictures. And then for the Halloween side, you have one that says boo. That'd be cool and glow in the dark too. So we're going to have to do a second side of these. And then for the big tall guy, there's one that is this thin little, I don't know, pinstripe type thing. And then here's the, what is it, harlequin pattern. So these are meant to go on the big tall one. So anyway, that's last year's design, but they brought it back, so it's still available. It is not in the cart link, but you could certainly check the shop and find it. Now the new one they came out with is kind of cool. It's a little bit smaller. It's a C-size transfer, but they're calling them henna pumpkins. What did you call them? What did you call them, Bill? Mandalas?
Mandalas.
Kind of a mandala design. So they've got one for the tall guy and one for the medium guy, and then there's two for the small guy. So this is this year's patterns. So we may do something with those too later. But anyway, what we're going to start with is we're just going to paint these puppies, these pumpkins orange. So I've got my chalk paint. Because I'm going to be doing quite a bit of painting, I'm not going to use my paste. I'm just going to use chalk paint. This is a little less pricey because of the amount of surface I'm using. So this is pumpkin color. And yeah, probably didn't wipe the lid out when I sealed it up. And I may need.
Do you need a man?
No, I got it.
Do you need a man?
I do, but not to open this. Okay, so I've got my pumpkin
You're so funny.
paste. I've got my paintbrush, and I'm just going to paint them all orange. Just the tops. I'm going to try to not get on the sides so that if I do something different on the back that I don't want it to look orange, it won't be on the sides. Does that make any sense?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to put on the other side, so it might not pair well with orange. So again, here we are painting, watching paint dry. But that's crafting for you. Okay, am I missing anything?
Not yet.
Okay, anybody have weekend plans? Fun weekend plans? Or boring weekend plans? We are, I don't know if you remember, a couple months ago we went to a fancy dinner, like a 6-course meal. Well, they're having that again tomorrow night, so that's where we will be tomorrow night at a fancy dinner.
Fancy schmancy.
Fancy schmancy.
Taking you for your birthday dinner.
Yeah, it'll be an early birthday dinner.
Hey, Tiffany says you have a birthday month.
I'm having a birthday month. Okay. Get that as smooth as I can. I'll probably take a little sander to it. I could do lots of things. I could use my antique wax on it to kind of give it an antique look. I could just keep it this bright orange. I could use varying shades of orange. I could do all kinds of things, but I'm just going to keep it simple tonight to make up for our marathon banner that we did last night. Our live went an hour and a half. We don't get paid by the hour.
I'll say.
Okay. don't know if I should put a second coat on this. I might put a thin second coat.
I just told them all they were all quiet tonight.
They're all, yes. Don't be quiet tonight. We need lots and lots of comments.
We had lots of comments last night, and there was
Yes,
only
and
a
there were only
couple
2 people.
watching.
So we still only have a couple of people watching, but we know it is quality, not quantity,
That's
right? Although we would like some quantity, we are happy with our quality. So other than dinner tomorrow, I don't know that we have anything planned. Are you going to float the river?
I'm gonna try. I wasn't able to get out today. I don't know what happened to me today.
You took a nap.
I did.
You took a nap because you
Unusual.
worked hard this morning doing errands. Okay, so let me just give this a little dry. I'll give it a second coat. White is kind of peeking through. I'm using I bought the pumpkin shapes and transfers. Woohoo! You are good to go. Here, project for you. You can craft vicariously through me. Decorate for Halloween. I really don't. Little things. I don't do all of it. I don't do all the witches and ghosts and goblins and unless they're cute. If they're cute, then maybe. I never really even did it when my kids were little. So maybe they feel neglected. Maybe they'll have to talk to their therapist about that. But I never really did a lot of decorating for Halloween. I don't think, did I?
Nope.
It was so long ago. They always had a Halloween costume. As a teacher in school, the kids would want to decorate for Halloween. So what I did is I taught about bats and spiders and pumpkins under life cycle science. So they thought it was Halloween, but it really wasn't. Haven't in the past, but we did last year and had lots of fun doing it. So I'm planning to do it again this year. Awesome. We don't do you live tell me y'all, do you live in houses where you get trick-or-treaters? We haven't for, let's see, when we lived in a regular neighborhood in town, we were always at our church. We would have a costume carnival, so we were never home for trick-or-treaters. So I'm sure there were lots of trick-or-treaters in the neighborhood, but we weren't home for them. We'd just turn out our lights and go to the church. Then we moved out into the country while we were waiting to retire, and there were no children. There were no trick-or-treaters out there. We lived next door to a cow pasture. Bill likes to say we lived in a cow pasture, but we did not. We lived next door to a cow pasture in our fifth wheel for a year and a half. So no trick-or-treaters there. And where we live now, no trick-or-treaters. We live on the highway. I do now. We had so many last year we ran out of candy. But you never know. You just never know. Okay, second coat looks much better. Better coverage. I may end up selling these at a craft show, so I want them to look nice. Even if I weren't, I want them to look nice for me. I hope you feel the same way when you're crafting, even if it's just for yourself. Nice. Okay, so we're going to try a couple techniques with these. Okay, I think that's it for orange. So let's put this up. And time for a coffee break. And let's dry these up. Did I show you this one that we're going to use? So one's for the small, one's for the medium, and one's for the long, tall guy. This would be cute. You don't have the pumpkin shapes. You can outline any kind of pumpkin shape, and you can put a little face on it. It doesn't even have to be a pumpkin. And you know, back to trick-or-treating, our kids never really got to trick-or-treat because we were at the church. We would always have a costume carnival, so they'd play little carnival games, and they got plenty of candy, but it wasn't the door-to-door trick-or-treating. It wasn't until they were older, I think, were they teenagers? They were a little too old for the costume carnival, and they were a little too young to be really great helpers at it. If they could take a couple minutes and go trick-or-treating around the neighborhood at the church. So they did get some trick-or-treating in their lives. My poor little fingers are so tired typing. The only thing I don't like about working again Tell us all about it. It's from home. What are you typing for? A bit longer to dry. Bill covered up my clock because we're trying to get it as dark as we can in here for the glow in the dark. So we've got the windows covered up so that when we turn out the lights, it will be semi-dark in here. Building and maintaining websites for an old employer. Cool. I did not know you did that. That's a good thing to have. And I'm assuming you get to do it from home. That's probably why you need. But now, Cheryl, it's not interfering with your crafting time, is it? Those are dry. I'm going to pull out, hopefully I have one. I have one of my new ones. I have a sanding block. It's not new, but it'll work. And I'm going to just give this a quick sand, because when you sand a wood grain, it kind of raises the grain. So we want as little of that as possible. We don't want our little jack-o'-lantern faces to be bleeding. He's in, yes. Oh, good. I'm glad if he's in Louisiana.
No,
I'm glad you're doing it from home.
supporting.
Supporting your habit. Yes. Work some overtime, girl. Okay. Now, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to paste the faces on in black. And then you go over it with the glow in the dark needs to be the last layer that you put on. I've seen some people mix it into their paste, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Maybe later. But I'm going to try something. I'm going to actually do this middle one, a little bit different, and I'm going to paint the glow in the dark paste over the orange, and then not glow in the dark the faces. Does that sound
Sounds like it'll work for me.
sounds like something different? Okay, so I'm going to get this out. It's brand new. I'm told it's a little thinner. It's more like the ink. It's a little thinner than our normal paste. And I have been told that it's a good idea to stir it up.
Move over the top of that.
Okay. Now, you know what? I was wondering how much of the light I was going to try to activate it just in the jar. Okay, so to activate it, you just keep it in the light, either in sunlight or just a light. And let's see, without turning off those lights over by you, turn off those and let's see what we can get it to do. No, it's still too bright in here.
Oh, take your flashlight off.
Ooh. Can you see that?
Right over the top.
You can't see it very well. I can see it really well,
Yeah, we can see it.
but there's still too much light. We'll turn that off. We'll turn that off
When
when
you
we
get
get
the printing.
the finished product.
Finished stuff.
Okay, so let's turn that back on. Let's turn those back on. Okay, so let's get, and this is thin enough. I'll stir it up, little darling.
Cheryl ordered her tiered tray.
Awesome! Woohoo! This reminds me of cold cream that you put on your face. Ooh, that would be cool. Glow in the dark face. Okay,
Might scare me.
it's thin enough that I'm not going to dilute it, and I'm just going to paint it full strength over this orange.
Now your brush that you have has orange bristles almost the same color as a pumpkin. It looks like you're dipping orange paint in the
No,
ink.
no, I just have orange bristles.
Well, make
Okay.
it clear.
Okay, so let me tell you, it doesn't paint super smooth. It kind of paints like our shimmers, but I'm thinking it will dry relatively clear, but not completely clear. So we'll see. This is an experiment.
I shall paint the Grand for Halloween.
I saw somebody do that. They took the skeleton transfer that we have now, and they did a little skeleton on their arm in glow in the dark, and it really worked. And it washes off. Our paints are non-toxic and water soluble. Okay,
So basically they stenciled the skeleton on
they
their
stenciled
arm.
the skeleton on their arm. Okay. So we shall see how choppy that looks. I've got a layer on there. I'm going to try and dry it, because then I'm going to chalk the black over the top of it too. You can kind of see how it's kind of streaky and white. So let's see how much of that dissipates when it's dry. I've heard it takes a little extra time to dry.
Juice going in the dark.
Dry. It does take a minute to dry. I just smeared some. My other one might do better. I'm gonna see if I can kind of. I don't want a patch to be missing. Okay, I'm gonna try with my superheater. If I can dry a little faster. It stayed a little milky looking. But that's okay. It kind of looks a little rustic. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let that finish drying, and then we are going to wax these with just our regular wax. I could do my antique wax, so I'm just gonna use my surface wax. Now, if you have ordered, some of the surface wax comes in gold tins and some of it comes in silver tins. There's no difference other than just the tin. It became a matter of what was available. And instead of waiting, you know how surface wax kind of went out of stock and stays out of stock for a while? It was a matter of, do we just get it out to people and get it and go with the gold tins which are available, or do we make them wait until the silver tins come in? And I think they wisely chose to put it in gold and get it out to people. So I'm just waxing this so when I put down my sticky transfer, it doesn't pull up the paint. And I'm going to buff off excess. That's good. Still feels a little waxy. And that feels dry. I'm going to put just a tad bit of wax on this one, just because I really don't want to pull up any of the glow in the dark. Okay, so that does mostly. You can kind of see some of the white.
No, let me check.
Oh, I have the overhead view and
in my way.
okay. So this is how it dried. Just painting on the glow in the dark paste. That's how it dried. So if you're wanting it to be invisible, it really isn't. So know that. Okay, let's get our transfer out. And unlike that big pumpkin one, I don't want to cut this completely up. Some people don't mind. I kind of do. I want to keep the backer sheet whole, but I want to separate these little elements. So with an X-Acto knife, I'm just lightly cutting through those threads. And that should separate these layers, but it keeps my backer sheet intact. Okay, so let's get out fuzzing cloth. I want to fuzz. So let's do our big old pumpkin. So if you're new, I'm fuzzing this just to lighten up the stickiness. And this isn't crucial where I put it. It'll fit anywhere on this. So that's what's nice, is it doesn't have to be totally lined up in any certain way. And then I'm going to do my little baby pumpkin, do the same thing, might as well get it ready. I'm all ready, I can chalk them all at the same time. Anyway, so I'm just putting a little bit of lint on the back of this sticky transfer so that it doesn't pull up the paste the paint that I just put down. That was centered. Pushing that down, making sure there's no air bubbles. And I'm going to do the middle guy too. I love these little faces. They're all happy jack-o'-lanterns.
Happy Jacks.
Happy Jacks. Okay, and let's get that about right there and center it. Okay, now I'm just going to use my black velvet paste, and let's just get started. Push it down, make sure it's all adhered. Paste these little faces. Now because it's wood, I might have some bleeding in the grain lines. Not a big deal. Okay. Keep off the excess. Let's peel this up.
He's so cute.
I love him. Or her. I don't know if it's a him or her. Jack. He's a happy Jack. Look at him. Wait till he glows. Okay. Let's do our baby pumpkin. Same thing. This is so fun. Makes me want to decorate for Halloween. A little bit.
Well, fall, all of the above.
I can use the other side for non-jack-o'-lantern-y pumpkins. Oh, cute! Now this one is going down on the glow-in-the-dark background, so I'm not going to glow-in-the-dark over the black here. We're just going to leave it non-glow.
Ken says he's getting in the Halloween spirit. What exactly does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean, Ken? Oh.
Does that mean you're going to buy this stuff and make decorations?
He sent 100 stars
Woohoo!
for you.
Oh, is that how you're in the mood?
Yeah,
Thank you, Ken. Okay. Okay, so I think we are done with black. Let's peel this up carefully. Ooh, I love it. I love him. Awesome. Okay, let's dry these up. Done with black. I think you need yourself a jar of glow-in-the-dark paste.
You know, he could find something to do with it.
Use it as paint. Okay, this guy is actually done. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to lay back down the transfers and paste the glow-in-the-dark over them. So I need to clean these up. So you get to watch me do that.
Oh boy!
Woo-hoo. So I'm just spraying them with water, any kind of water. If you're near a sink, it's actually easier to clean them out in the sink. But since I'm not near a sink, I'm going to start with either a paper towel or this Swedish dishcloth. And I'm just taking that top layer of paste off. It will stain the transfer because it's such a highly pigmented product, which is good. It just doesn't leave your transfers pretty, but they are still fully functional as long as you get that paste out of the screen. So like I said, this is just taking the top layer off. I still have paste in that screen. Paper towel, toss in the trash. That I can rewash. Now I'm going to get out my board eraser, which is like a magic eraser, but no chemicals. And I'm going to spray it again. Whoops. Spray those. And then this will start dragging all of that paste out of the screen, cleaning it up a lot better than the paper towel did. And then when your magic eraser, board eraser gets a little gunky, rinse it out. Clean some more. Yay! Alana's home. Glow in the dark party. Okay, Alana, did you order glow in the dark paste? Because that's what we're using. I'm not sure when you got here, but we used our pumpkin cutouts, painted them orange, and this one here we painted, I don't know if you can see it, this medium-sized one, I'll show you in a minute. The medium-sized one, we just painted the background with glow-in-the-dark paste, just like it was paint. And then we put the faces on in black. Now I'm not going to make the face glow in the dark. It's kind of going to be like a reverse image. Hopefully. That's my experiment. So when I've got all of the paste out of the screen, I am good to go. I'm going to take, because I'm going to use these right away, I need to dry them up. So I'm going to take just a paper towel and dry that off. Ordinarily, I would just let it air dry. But because I need to lay it back down, I'm going to dry it up so I get that sticky back. I promise you we're not going to go an hour and a half tonight, although I can't see my clock. I'm pretty sure we're not going an hour and a half. Ken is getting in the Halloween spirit. Okay. So these are mostly dry. I'm just going to kind of finish air drying it. I'm going to put it back down, fuzz it one more time. I'm not going to need that middle-sized one. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Fuzz it. Uh-oh, what? Don't say uh-oh.
She said, hanging my head in shame.
Uh-oh. Okay, now, if you're putting in an order, keep this in mind. Don't blow your envelope, but they have come out with a new color of paste. It is based on, we can't say it is a Pantone color because that is a proprietary name. It is inspired by the Pantone color of the year called Very, Very Peri, as in periwinkle. And I am told, I don't have it, I'm gonna get it, but I am told it's a shimmer. It's a purpley shimmer with the shimmer flakes are blue. I'm told it is just absolutely gorgeous. You cannot buy it. The only way you can get it is to place a minimum minimum $90 order, which you know, that's not hard. I'm trying to get these little, okay. So I'm taking this and I'm going to lay it right back down. Can you see me? Are you going overhead? This might be a good time to go overhead. I am laying it back down right on top of where I chalked it. So it's as lined up as perfectly as I can. I'm pushing it back down. I'm not going to do this one. This one we did the background in glow in the dark.
She's on with us again. She said that she just turned
Susie.
61 yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday. I think did I wish you a happy birthday on Facebook? If I meant to. Out to eat, just the two of us. Woohoo! Everything that goes with it. What are you having? What are we having tomorrow? We're having, it's kind of a Greek theme. Are we having like shish kebab type things?
No, we're having baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush. I don't know what baba ganoush is. I know it's eggplant something. Anyway, Alana, yes, periwinkle. Don't do it just for the paste, says the pot to the kettle. But if your order is $90, minimum $90, you get the paste for free. So that's awesome. Okay, so I've got that lined up. I've got our glow in the dark paste. And we just paste this on like regular paste. And you really won't see it. It will kind of dull the black. But I'm really just putting a layer of the glow in the dark on top of the black. So when I peel this off, you're not going to go, ooh. It's really just coating that black. I want to make sure I have enough on there. I'm told you don't need much. And then peel it off. And you can kind of see that black is kind of gray.
That should clear though.
It should clear up, but it won't totally. It won't go completely black back to black. I'm told. But okay. That's what you get when you have glow in the dark. So again, I'm just layering the glow in the dark over that. Now, there's a lot of other things I want to experiment with. I have seen other designers who have taken this and mixed it into a little bit of ink, and they have inked it onto clothes, and it glows. And it stays. It works like the ink because it's mixed with the ink. Okay, got my precious, precious glow in the dark. Okay, peel this off. Okay, I'm going to dry it first of all.
Do the test.
And then we'll do the test. Let me spray these so I can wash them a little bit later. Again, treat this just like your regular paste with cleanup. Okay. Okay, I'm so excited.
So have any of you ever had baba ganoush?
Yes, we're having baba ganoush. I'm told it's like a dip made out of eggplant, made from eggplant.
We don't know.
Well, that's what Google said.
Just trust Google.
If it's on Google, it's got to be true, right?
Yes, email.
I want to say it's like there's chicken, and I don't think there was lamb though. I think it was like kebabs or something.
Well, I'm not seeing the email. Email, but I'm not seeing.
We'll just
Just
go
look up
to
online.
PieSafe. Is that what it is? Is it eggplant based, kind of like a dip? A lot more. Maybe because I silk screened it and it went on a lot more smoothly. On this, I brushed it on. Didn't completely disappear. It really kind of did flat. So,
I'm gonna set it overhead.
okay, I'm gonna charge these up.
Pull the big one down towards you a little bit more. And you know what? Check the screen and line them up in the screen, the center screen right here.
Okay. I'm crooked. Okay, so I am charging the paste with light.
You can spread them out a little bit.
Okay, and I'm going to. You're going to have to get up and turn out those other lights,
Yes,
dear
am.
darling.
We'll give this a shot.
And
see what
then-
we got.
Are you going to?
I'm working on it. Give me a second here. You get
Okay.
lots of hearts anyway.
Woo, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you
Hold
ready? I'm
on,
going to put this
hold
out
on.
here too so you can see.
I'm trying to get over there. Ken says he keeps losing our video.
I'm sorry.
You ready?
Well, not yet. I still have to turn out this one, but turn
Okay.
out that one.
All right.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Is it showing? It's not showing. It's showing to me.
That cam. Oh, I know. I know what I can do. Keep working. Keep working.
Okay.
I've got an idea.
It's just not showing on the camera. It's.
I can do this. I can do
Okay.
this. Hold on. Let's go this way with it.
It's just not there. Can you see it? Woo!
It shows up in person very
Yes. It's just our camera is not picking it up. But there's the big tall one. And then this one, it comes out kind of streaky when you paint it on. Note to self. Note to self. But does that look cool though? So this one I did the background in glow, and the face I just did in paste. And then here's our baby. Let me charge it up.
Come on, Precious. You can.
Ah, looky. Okay, so they don't say, well, I've only charged it up for a couple of seconds. So if I charged it up for a couple of hours, it would probably stay a little bit better. What do you think? That kind of shows. Let me charge that. And here's our jar. jar glowing?
You can put the jar back down. It's glowing hard.
Because there's a lot of it there. Okay. So, pretty cool.
All right, hit your overhead again.
Okay. So, wasn't that fun? I'm going to have fun
Hang on,
photographing
we're way
that.
too bright now. See how you are? I gotta go find that controller. There it is. All right, let's go back down.
We're coming back.
We're coming back down.
We're coming.
It's working. I gotta turn my gain way down. There we go.
Isn't that fun? So, anyway, I hope you liked that. I am going, okay, I want to do that on the front door of the counseling. Ooh, yeah, that would be cool. As long, does it get, I don't know how much light it has to have. I'll keep practicing with it. If I charge it up for like an hour to see how long it stays glowing. But so cool. So cool. Ken likes it a lot. Hey,
Ken, you need to
Gay.
buy one.
Love it. Okay.
They are fun to play with.
So anyway, so what did we learn? If you put a thin layer over it through a screen, it goes on really, really smooth and it looks good. If you paint it on, it's a little streaky. So streaky might be good for you. Or maybe you need a couple of layers. But it still worked. So it looks awesome. In the daytime, they look just as cute as could be, not even knowing they are glow in the dark. But you know what happens at night. Okay, so if you are interested in the cutouts and the transfer and the paste, I have it all in a cart link. If you comment, what did I say, pumpkins? Comment pumpkins, you'll get the link. So you can take a look and see prices and how much of it you want to get. And anyway, have fun with glow. We're gonna do more with glow in the dark. Don't you worry. So this was just our first night with it. And we want to thank you so much for hanging out with us on a Friday night, a glow in the dark Friday night. And I'm going to pose with these.
And save a piece of that turkey sandwich for me, Ken.
Who's having turkeys? Ken's having turkey.
Goodness.
Have a tuna sandwich there for me. I love Delia's.
Delia's
Okay.
is great. I used to really love Guy's Grinders. That was my favorite. But,
Butch's is good too.
Delia's has that bread that's crunchy on outside.
Yes, nothing like Delia's. Okay, so I'm going to try to pose here with my pumpkins. And I will have to come down when it's completely dark and photograph these puppies. Look at all those hearts. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We will not be on tomorrow. Look for our reels. I'm participating in a 30 days of reels challenge. So be looking for all of our reels. I'm trying to do one on my personal page and one on my business page, but I have to do one on my business page for the challenge. So be looking for it. If you see it, give it a thumbs up, share it, comment on it, all that good stuff. We're seeing if it brings new followers to our page. That's kind of the goal. So anyway, thanks so much, and we won't see you tomorrow night. We will be out to dinner, but we will be posting on our pages. Thanks so much for loving it, and if get you some. It's so cute.
Little baby up there.
There's little baby. Okay, so we'll see you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.